Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and hail. Welcome back to the Havamal In Depth. I'm your host, the Stoic Lokean, and today we embark on another enlightening journey into the wisdom of the Havamal. In this episode 20, we dive deep into stanza 23, exploring the perils of overthinking and the toll it takes on the human spirit. Join me then as we unravel these profound insights. Stanza 23 reads, "A foolish man is all night awake, pondering over everything. He then grows tired, and when morning comes, all is lament as before." This stanza offers a cautionary tale about the dangers of excessive rumination and the cyclical nature of worry. So let's unpack the layers of wisdom within these lines. From the Old Norse perspective, stanza 23 underscores the importance of discernment and moderation in thought. The foolish man, described here, is one who succumbs to the trap of overthinking, allowing worries and anxieties to consume his mind. In Old Norse culture, you could argue that it was characterised by a pragmatic approach to life. The value of decisive action, for example, and resilience in the face of adversity would have been paramount. This stanza serves as a cautionary reminder against the folly of incessant rumination and its detrimental effects on one's well-being. To illustrate the theme of overthinking, let's turn to the saga of Thorkell The Tall. A figure from Norse mythology, also a prominent figure within the Jomsviking, and a key character actually in the game of the English throne, who grappled with the consequences of excessive worry. The saga of Thorkell the Tall offers a vivid illustration of the perils of overthinking and its consequences. Thorkell, renowned for his towering stature and physical prowess, was a figure of great renown in the Norse sagas. However, despite his formidable physical strength, Thorkell often found himself ensnared by the labyrinth of his own thoughts. The saga recounts numerous instances where Thorkell's propensity for overanalysis led to unfortunate outcomes. In one tale, Thorkell, faced with a difficult decision in battle, spends hours pondering the potential consequences of each course of action. His indecision proves costly, as his enemies seize the opportunity to gain the upper hand. In another episode within the saga, Thorkell's tendency to dwell on past failures and perceived slights leads to bitterness and resentment, alienating him from his allies and loved ones. Despite his physical prowess, Thorkell's inability to free himself from the shackles of overthinking ultimately proves to be his undoing. The saga of Thorkell serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing worry and rumination to cloud one's judgment and undermine one's resilience. Thorkell's struggles with overthinking remind us of the importance of cultivating mindfulness and embracing the present moment rather than getting lost in a maze of regrets and anxieties. Through Thorkell's story, we are reminded that true strength lies not only in physical prowess, but also in mental fortitude and emotional resilience. And actually, on this point, I would probably argue that mental fortitude and emotional resilience is by far overpowering and more beneficial to a physical prowess. By overcoming the trap of overthinking, we can harness our inner strength and navigate life's challenges with courage and clarity. Now, if we explore stanza 23 through the lens of Stoic philosophy, guided by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, known for his work Meditations, offers profound insights into overcoming adversity and cultivating inner resilience. If you haven't checked out Meditations, I strongly recommend you do. You find it anywhere online, Amazon, all sorts of places, to name just but one. and is essentially Marcus Aurelius's diary. He never intended it to be published. He never intended for anybody else to read it. We are just beneficial that we are able to. In stanza 23, we encounter the image of a foolish man who spends the night awake, consumed by endless rumination. This portrayal resonates deeply within the Stoic understanding of the human mind and its propensity for self-inflicted suffering. Marcus Aurelius, drawing from Stoic principles that were already there and principles that Marcus Aurelius learnt quite closely and quite vehemently, emphasised the importance of mastering one's thoughts and emotions. He wrote, actually, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The foolish man described in the stanza exemplifies the Stoic concept of cognitive distortions, wherein individuals magnify their problems through excessive worry and rumination, leading to needless suffering. For Marcus Aurelius, true wisdom lies in accepting the immutable nature of the present moment and embracing it with equanimity. The foolish man, by contrast, fails to heed this wisdom, allowing his mind to wander aimlessly through the labyrinth of his thoughts, only to find himself mired in despair and lamentation, and only to wake up the next day and find everything still the same. Stoic philosophy offers practical strategies for overcoming the trap of overthinking and cultivating inner peace. And in fact, actually, it's this one element of it really that really drew me to Stoic philosophy in the first place. I was guilty of overthinking, guilty of reading into things too much, and as a result, guilty of overreacting. Stoic philosophy has definitely helped me with that. Marcus Aurelius, amongst many other Stoic masters, if you like, advises us to focus our attention on what is within our control rather than dwelling on external circumstances beyond our influence. By redirecting our thoughts towards virtuous action and acceptance of the present moment, we can free ourselves from the cycle of rumination and find solace in the midst of adversity. Bringing the wisdom of stanza 23 into our contemporary lives, we confront the pervasive challenge of overthinking and its impact on mental well-being. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions and information overload is commonplace, the foolish man of the stanza finds a modern counterpart in those plagued by incessant rumination and worry. The phenomenon of overthinking often manifests in various aspects of daily life, from personal relationships to professional endeavours. In our interconnected digital age, the constant barrage of notifications and social media updates can fuel a cycle of incessant mental chatter, leading to heightened anxiety and emotional distress. It's why I, for example, have notifications turned off for the majority of the apps I have on my phone, and would always advise everyone I know, and you lovely listeners, to do exactly the same thing. Moreover, the pressure to constantly strive for success and productivity can exacerbate the tendency towards overthinking. The foolish man, consumed by his thoughts throughout the night, mirrors the modern experience of individuals who sacrifice rest and relaxation in pursuit of elusive goals, only to find themselves exhausted and disillusioned. Yes, it's important to have goals, however, it's even more important to prioritise your health and mental well-being. There's so much more to life than the pursuit of that next big goal in your career. Fortunately, the teachings of Stoic philosophy and the Havamal offer timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of the human mind and overcoming the trap of overthinking. By adopting Stoic practices such as mindfulness, acceptance, and focusing on what is within our control, we can cultivate a greater sense of inner peace and resilience in the face of adversity. Modern therapeutic approaches such as cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, draw upon Stoic principles, among others, to help individuals challenge negative thought patterns and develop healthier coping strategies. By reframing our perspective and practicing self-compassion, we can break free from the cycle of rumination, of overthinking, and reclaim control over our own mental well-being. Ultimately, Stanza 23 serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of cultivating a balanced relationship with our thoughts and emotions in today's hyper-connected world. By embracing mindfulness, we can navigate the complexities of modern life with greater clarity, resilience, and inner peace. Hence the reason, today, I'm recording this, I'm sat on a beach with the sound of the waves lapping in the background, as hopefully you can hear. In conclusion, Stanza 23 of the Havamal offers timeless wisdom about the perils of overthinking and the importance of cultivating resilience in the face of adversity. Whether through the lens of Old Norse culture, the sagas of Norse mythology, or the teachings of Stoic philosophy, the message resonates across time and tradition. Before I sign off, let's reflect once more on Stanza 23. A foolish man is all night awake, pondering over everything. He then grows tired, and when morning comes, all is lament as before. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stanza 23. If you found these insights valuable, consider liking, subscribing without turning notifications on, leaving a review, or sharing with your friends and social media networks. Your support is truly appreciated. Hail to you, and may the wisdom of the Havamal guide your path.